I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make a difference. Touch your life. Be the change. Shine my light and make a difference. You're the one to make the world a much better place. You're the one, you're the one. You're the one touching lives.
Hello, Nigeria, and welcome to Airtel Touching Lives, the show that celebrates and assists the individuals and projects that are making a difference to the lives of people around them. My name is Wana, and just like Airtel, I have a passion to make a difference and transform lives. I invite you to join us on an emotional journey as we witness some incredibly touching moments. We take you across the country, meeting individuals, families, and communities who are going that extra mile to achieve something for everyone. They're trying to make life better, not just for themselves, but for others around them. Coming up in this episode, we visit a unique computer school that provides free training for youth from disadvantaged backgrounds. And we meet an elderly woman that has been marginalized all of her life because she's barren and unable to bear children. Computer training is a good way to open many doors in life. However, the problem is that most people who could benefit from it cannot afford to pay for it. And that's where Akinwale Adeshino comes in and trains youth that are most in need for free. Airtel went to see how we could help him touch more lives.
The computer school is situated on a busy national road. Many people drive through town, but few stop and contribute to local businesses. There is a lot of unemployment, especially amongst the youth. And the town is in need of development. But despite these challenges, some are making a positive change.
4 years ago, I was able to meet Akinwale in a particular computer training that was organized. I nominated Akinwale because he was willing to learn, and it was his first time of actually learning how to use computer. The trainers were happy to have him around because he's always willing to learn. He's gentle, he's nice, he's kind. He's always willing to help others. Akinwale is one of the hardworking young men that is actually available in this town.
Mo dàgbà ní sí ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, ibẹ̀ náà láti bí mi. So mo dẹ̀ lọ iléèwé alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìlú Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ aládàáni. So mo tẹ̀síwájú nínú aládàáni náà fún ilé ẹ̀kọ́ girama. Ṣùgbọ́n nípa owó àti àwọn ìdojúkọ nínú ìdílé mi ò lè parí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ girama. So nígbà mo gbé sí lọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn òbí mi, ìdojúkọ wà lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Nígbà tí màmá mi wá rí pé okay, kíní tí mo kọ́ yìí mo ní láti mọ̀ sí church ló organize ẹ̀. So wọ́n ní láti mú mi lọ sí Glorious Computer Center. Mo ní láti gbìyànjú láti jẹ́ èèyàn. So mo ní láti tún kàwé sí pẹ̀lú orí ọ̀fẹ́ Ọlọ́run, mo dẹ̀ ti parí báyìí àti kọ́ project.
Akinwale has chosen to train others in that particular area. It's going to empower youth in this community, and it's going to enhance the economy of this community.
Inú mi máa ń dùn láti kọ́ àwọn ọmọ kékeré. Ọdún mo ní inú dídùn láti kọ́ àwọn àgbàlagbà náà láti fi lè ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan. Oríṣiríṣi idea ló wà, ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí àwọn èèyàn ní àǹfààní àti orí ọ̀fẹ́ bóyá láti kọ́ tàbí láti gbìyànjú láti lè mọ̀. So inú mi máa ń dùn lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tí mo bá rí ọmọdé tó ní ìfaraẹnijìn láti mọ nǹkan, pàápàá jùlọ nǹkan tó rọ̀ mọ́ ìwé. So ló máa ń tì mí láti kọ́ ọmọdé àti àgbàlagbà ní kọ̀m̀pútà yìí.
There's always need for computer literacy. Computers are everywhere, and we use it in everyday activity. Without adequate computer literacy, kids and young minds and youth can actually get any job.
Kí ni ìwúlò kọ̀m̀pútà? Kí ni tí kọ̀m̀pútà jẹ́? Tá bá dẹ̀ wo ìwúlò kọ̀m̀pútà níbi iṣẹ́ gan, ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí àwọn profession iṣẹ́ wa, banking work, even in church, every places. So computer is being useful. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ ní ó sọ pé mo fẹ́ ṣe JAMB lónìí o, mo fẹ́ ṣe CBT o, ìṣe èdè kọ̀mpútà rè. So gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀dọ́, so kò jẹ́ nǹkan tó dùn gbọ́ létí pé okay, tí mo wá pé okay, kí la lè ṣe tá a fi lè ran àwọn ọ̀dọ́ yìí lọ́wọ́. Ìyẹn ni láti fi ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ tún kọ́ wọn kí wọ́n lè mọ̀, kí wọ́n dẹ̀ tún mọ̀ wúlò rẹ̀ dáadáa.
Mo kọ́ kọ̀mpútà nítorí pé kí n lè bá jẹ́ èèyàn ní ilé ayé àti kí n lè bá ran àwọn fámìlì mi lọ́wọ́ àti kí n lè bá ran àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi lọ́wọ́.
Mo kọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń lo kọ̀mpútà. Ìdí ni wípé ó jẹ́ ìpèníjà fún èmi irú obìnrin láti wá kọ́ kọ̀mpútà nítorí tí ọkùnrin lè ṣe obìnrin náà lè ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ìdí nìyẹn tí mo fi ń kọ́ kọ̀mpútà.
If Akinwale can get help from Airtel, he's going to be able to touch more lives and empower more youths. With this kind of empowerment, he's going to encourage and help the community in terms of economy and give the youths purpose, something they can actually live for. Currently, it's limited. He needs a larger space to accommodate more computers and to handle more students and to be able to train more youths and empower them.
Ṣé ẹ tẹ́ bá lè ràn mí lọ́wọ́? Inú mi á dùn gan o. Torí ìran àti tí mo bá lè rí ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá tó pọ̀, màá lè kọ́ àwọn ènìyàn tó pọ̀, màá dẹ̀ lè ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ láti jẹ́ kí èmi gan ó gba àwọn ènìyàn ṣiṣẹ́ láti máa jẹ́ ká jọ ṣiṣẹ́. So màá dẹ̀ máa rí owó láti ara bẹ̀ torí pé a tún máa lo àwọn irinṣẹ́ yìí láti ṣiṣẹ́, a máa rówó. So a dẹ̀ máa tún jẹ́ kí ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn kó máa tẹ̀síwájú. So àwa náà dẹ̀ máa.
With this help, he's not just going to empower Akinwale to help, but he's going to touch more lives in this community.
Nothing like a little selflessness, eh? What an inspiration.
Touching lives.
I would like to welcome our guests, additional Zacchaeus Akinwale, Akonji Dimeji, and Alabi Grace to the studio. Welcome to the studio. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Yes, you're welcome.
And well done on such an amazing job. It's such a selfless thing to do. I mean, you could be earning money from teaching people how to use computers.
Yes,
but why did you choose to do it for free?
As we know that the needs of computer literacy is essential in this century, but many did not have the privilege. Some may be social, economic status of the parents and others, but what I know is that people have the desire to know it. Some are having desire, but they are not ready to learn.
Yeah.
And some, they are ready to learn, but nobody to sponsor them. And the high rate of people having the desire and nobody to sponsor them is higher than the one that do not have the privilege. So I just think of doing this computer training so that people will be computer literate.
You've talked about computer literacy, but what are the other needs of people in your community?
There are several needs of others, of people in my community. If I look around, we can see even presently the delinquent behavior of youth is growing daily. And if we talk about delinquent behavior, there are several factors that bring about this.
Okay.
It's not that they want to behave anyhow, but if you look at it very well, it may be from the parents, some even in schools and colleagues and all the like. But the major challenge is that people, they are not embarking on their own business. And the Bible even makes us to know that when you are idle, people can have that chance to do what you like and to make your life to be stranded and not to become what you want to become in life. So people have faced serious challenges. Some students are not able to school. After their O-level, they have nothing to do again, so they just keep on sitting down. So this be my concern, that what should I do so that people will be able to have the knowledge of computer.
Grace, I heard you in the video say that what a man can do, a woman can do better, which I agree with. But I want to ask you, what are you hoping to do with your computer training?
Mo kọ́ kọ̀mpútà ní ilé-iṣẹ́ Winners Institute nítorí ní ayé òde òní ó ti di ayé ìmọ̀ kọ̀mpútà, gbogbo ènìyàn ló sì fẹ́ kọ́, ló fẹ́ ní ìmọ̀ nípa rẹ̀. Ìdí nìyẹn tí mo fi kọ́ kọ̀mpútà ní ilé-iṣẹ́ Winners Computer Institute. Àlẹ́ tí obìnrin tí ọkùnrin lè ṣe, obìnrin lè ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Bí àpẹẹrẹ tí a bá dé ilé-ìwé kò sí ibi tí wọn ti máa lo kọ̀ǹpútà ìdí nìyí tí mo fi ní pé tí ọkùnrin lè ṣe obìnrin náà lè ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Grace, you're a girl after my own heart. Dimeji, what are you hoping to do after you finish your computer training?
N tí mo ní lérò láti ṣe ni pé kí n lè bá ran mi lọ́wọ́ àti àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi. Kí n tún lè bá ran àwọn tó wà ní agbègbè kí n lè bá ran wọn lọ́wọ́.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your coming here. You know, you're such an inspiration. You're not only selfless, but you're such an inspiration. And I can also see that you're a very big dreamer as well. And Airtel would like to support you in some way, all right? They'd like to touch your lives in some way so that you can continue helping more people and so that people like, you know, Grace and Dimeji can also help more people as well within your area, your local area and your community. So, Airtel would like to donate to you 4 computers and a 5 kVA generator, 2 UPS surge, a modem, 1 colored printer, 1 black and white printer, 2 external drives, 2 card readers, a scanner, and 1 laminating machine. So tell us how you feel right now.
Actually, within me, I'm happy. But it's not until when I show forth that I'm happy. But within me, I'm happy because I see it as a privilege and God bringing it that at a start, He wants to see how far I'm going to use it to even help others and to make my dreams come to pass. So I'm very grateful within me. So to testify before God and before me, I'm so much happy.
There's one more thing. So they're also going to give you a shop rental.
Hey, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. Really appreciate your being here. And we salute all the work that you're doing. And we hope that, you know, with the very little that we've been able to do to touch your lives, you'll be able to do so much more for others. All right. Akinwale isn't only an inspiration and a selfless person, but of course a dreamer. And we hope that Airtel has been able to make those dreams come alive. Life in rural communities is difficult, and most people struggle to earn a living and have a decent life. It is even more difficult for the aged to survive, especially if they're single and don't have support from their family. Mama Mercy is barren and has suffered most of her life as a result of rejection by her family and her community. She's struggling to look after herself and her sister's son that was left with her. Airtel went to see how we could touch their lives.
The most basic requirements of life are a place to sleep, food, and water. But food and water is often scarce in rural communities, making the youth and especially the elderly much more vulnerable. What can be done to help the elderly that are living in remote areas of Nigeria?
This community is located outside Port Harcourt City, and life here is very unbearable because much of the occupation of the people living here is farming, and the people who farm here just for the family, for livelihood. I don't live in this community anymore. I live outside here. So sometimes when I travel in here and I meet my grandmother's sister, she will be telling me all these stories, how she's been intimidated, and sometimes beaten, her fruits being taken, a woman that doesn't have anything. And when I got to know about this program, I then decided to nominate her so that she can have some help. She's alone, she's barren, she has humiliations and intimidations.
Dabe kara mesi bia mba be me bu no abirube go sombe be bu ani gagbinwi kon ele wi nun ele wi aluga bia bu ni tanga ke badam
No, in our tradition, if you have not married, you give birth. When you get married, you don't go with the baby to your husband's home. So the boy is with his adopted child.
Da bekara no bare Sunday. Da kado da dekbeni. Ne mendaka la lubuwa. Sumbelo mi don da ka bemme be talking. La no ndelek me ga yiribane. Elo katowa.
So nung ele winya kan be ko winda ka me akiwa bedam asu winya ka me bieba winya kan de bugbene sopa gbene tanga.
The boy was not able to finish his secondary school because of lack of money. She's a subsistence farmer and even doesn't have the farm to farm. If you look at the house she's living, the house is has fallen. It's collapsing. Some of the fruit she planted as a garden, sometimes when she comes back, the other side have taken it. And when she asks of it, she might be humiliated or be intimidated or be beaten sometime.
Me kan deni ya aba mo ga bi ga do me wuya kan na ele giri ba e to pa ga si ni sia na di so si ni ele ta inu me ba be giri ba ni sa si to pa ele sin pi ni ga da ele ke di ga ye si to tin to no na e wuya na ele ti ni giri ba da me ele ba giri ba ni te ku kwa do na di.
This old woman with this little boy who was not able to finish his secondary school because of lack of funds. She doesn't have money to train him, and herself doesn't have any farm to farm. She doesn't have food to eat. So life becomes so very unbearable for them. So they really need the help to have a shelter where she can live, and the boy who has a brighter future, but there's lack of funds to train him so that in turn, he will look after this woman. So I think she needs help so that she can cope up with life.
We are corner. We are ya. Mesa na ele ni giriba, ba giriba meni. Kwa si topa. Isi sikuru. Isi bo ba giriba ni sa elekwi. Elegi ye tinken. So toto no. Ko toto. We na ele giriba eti ni kwa na di. Ebe ibe ga sin. Ni ele ku don kwa to se asisi kuru. Sa ele ku ele ile ba ni sa asisi kuru lu. Me ele ku do ituma no to e se ba ni ku me to ito lo to si mo gi ton.
Bada dana to ya so bala le wan ya bu de ton de sa gbe don na galo an ko lo kan sa su yele no. So ana ge school so ale no. Nyele ba ne lo wan ndo go nye ya Nyere bane bodo bana elenu me subala yere bane da so abala yere bane da so da elenu nyeme nyeme walo e matongo nyeme ga wa elodo so bare ayere bawane.
Wow, it's one thing to experience such hardship, but to be ostracized by your family and community is something no one ever prays or hopes for. Join me as I welcome to the studio Mama Mercy and her two grandnephews. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Mama, I want to just ask you, how does it feel to be outcast by your family, where you don't have any family anymore?
Ana nyame. Ana le no. Ana iro nyeme
So Sunday, I want to ask you, if you had the opportunity to do something for Mama, what will you do for her?
So ndame lelo within a time do pay ye muna. So ndame lelo so ndamu madenu nyere bayene mare alo because so si be retire no so si be retire gon dedo pepe we ba amuna na ge ne so me eleji nuwa ya lon tele be nyere bayene.
James, I know that you nominated them as well. And you've watched her go through so much. What is it like watching someone who's this old, you know, going through that much and people beating her, saying really, really horrible and, you know, demeaning things to her? What is it like just seeing that happen?
Actually, I grew up to see her as my grandmother. That is her, because my own very grandmother, I do not see her. So she's taken as my grandmother, mostly because she doesn't have any son.
Yeah.
I am very close to her,
Okay.
very close. So she will be telling me all this news, and I will not feel good about it. I used to feel that if this woman has a son or a daughter,
Yeah.
I think people would have not taken her to that extent. That even some pawpaw trees, they will plug it. She's the one who planted it. They will plug it, and when she will ask, they will tell her where is her portion in this home. And I sometimes grieved at it.
Thank you so much for talking to us, sharing with us.
Thank you.
I think you're a very strong woman, and you don't deserve any of the humiliation or suffering, because, I mean, just look at the two boys next to you, shows that you are a mother to so many.
She's thanking you.
All right. It's not going to stop there, because Airtel wants to support you and touch your life. Just make life easier for you. All right? So what we are going to do, Airtel is going to construct 1-bedroom bungalow apartment for you, and they will be giving you 60 plastic chairs and 10 plastic tables.
Thank you. Mango ya. Mango bari do ya. God, I do ya. E banu ba kan sini ya. E ba kwado ne, me nyemi ayu mendo wa ya. E banu aba ko ya, me nuta ga gbe wa do ne gini ta. Mendo wa ya. Do wa thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. We're also going to give you 2 small canopies.
Okay.
How does she feel?
Abiadwa, so Abiadwa, lo.
Nyemi It's about kwado me nyemi ayu
Okay. She's very, very glad. She's very happy. She said she doesn't know that in her life this kind of a thing will happen to her. That she's very, very excited. As you guys can hear her, she's saying thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the program. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining Airtel Touching Lives. Be sure to join us again as we celebrate people that are making a difference right here in Nigeria.
Thank you, Jesus.
Bari oya.
Thank you, Jesus.
Konga gbigo ba sitan ne do ba si aba. Konga go ngine ayire ba ne do ba ayire ba. Oro bari. Da do na ge go da wado ya do. Oro do na wado ya do. Come me nu ban do ne me nyame ge. Me nyame ba ya do bo ya.
I wanna touch your life. I wanna be the change. I'm gonna shine my light. I'm gonna make